active projects of Oriental Vision. As I mentioned, they have 11 other exploration projects which are still in the early stages. But the real developed projects are 3 nickel projects, which are in Dinapigue, Isabela Province, up north in Luzon, Palki and Sangay, which are down south in Dinagat Island, and the South Surigao Gold Project. So first to the Palki Nickel Project. Palki is granted MPSA. What does that mean? An MPSA is a Mineral Production Sharing Agreement, which is a contract that the operator has with the government. If you have an MPSA, that means you can mine the ore and you can ship it out. This is not just for exploration. This means you can develop the mine and you can start operating. So it's 2,300 hectares. We've only explored 11% of the area. And in that 11%, on 4% only, we've already found 6 million wet metric tons of high-grade nickel ore. Now that we found that ore, we're already beginning to construct facilities, which I will show you later. We're almost done, which will allow us to mine and ship by May. So this is the map of Dinagat Island. Number 37, that's Palki. As you can see there, the drilled area, which is what we've done exploration on, the 4%, that's the orange one, and the explored area, the purple one, the 11%. We still have a lot more to go, and we've already found 6 million metric tons of ore there. So our geologists are very, very excited. They think that they will find more nickel ore there. Additionally, it's beside the sea. That's the Pacific Ocean on the right. So that means operating costs and transportation costs are minimal because you're right beside the ocean. You can build the wharf. You can ship it out immediately. You don't need to truck it anymore. So just on the facilities we're building, that's the hauling road, the stockyard, where we're mobilizing the tractors and everything. That's the access road construction to the coast. You can see how winding the road is. The second project that we have is the Sangay Nickel Project, which is also in Dinagat Island, and actually it's beside Palki. Now, Sangay also has an MPSA. It also has around 5 million wet metric tons, again, of high-grade nickel ore, which we are already in the process of mining. And we've also found, and this is the exciting part, we've also found chromite ore in that area. And we are looking at upgrading that chromite ore, so this will provide additional cash flow for the company besides the nickel, which I'll show you later. This is the stockyard tile that we've already developed. That's nickel ore right there. That's the phosphate pier where we will be shipping out the ore. And those are the facilities for the miners and geologists and the other employees. So we have an administration building, guest house, etc. So the roads that we're building to connect the mine with the coast. So as you can see, it's almost completely done already. Now I'd like to talk a bit about chromite. Those of you who, again, are knowledgeable about mining will know that nickel and chromite are used for a very important product, which is stainless steel. And we cannot live without stainless steel. Everything from your forks and spoons, cars, and airplanes need stainless steel. So chromite is a very important commodity again. And what we're doing with Sangay is we're building a processing plant there. We're using a process developed in Germany by Bayer. And they've already used this technology successfully in South Africa, Brazil, and the Philippines. And we've had it already accredited by the government, and we have BOI status, which means will be tax-free for the next 6 years. Target date for this is by June. We will start with 500 tons per day, and we eventually will open another unit, which will allow us to produce 1,000 tons per day. In 2 years, we plan to be the largest chromite processing facility in the Far East, which again will this opens up additional revenue streams for your company. Third is the Dinapigue nickel mine in Isabela. You can see here on the map, this is the area inside the red line. So that's the mine. All those blue dots, that's the exploration that already is done. Those are 500 meters, 500 meters. Here, the big area, we've done drilling 25-meter intervals. That's what we need to have it BMRC compliant. So we started here, we're starting again here. The red block, those are the areas where we're actually beginning to mine. Dinapige, again, it's a granted MPSA. All these projects already have MPSA, which means we can mine. It has, but unlike Fancy and Samay, look, there's so much more drilling done all over the entire property. Dinapige has 42 million wet metric tons of high-grade nickel, and it's right beside the sea. That's why 40 has been able to negotiate ore supply deals with Chinese and Australians, because they all want this high-grade ore, and they all know it's easy to ship out to Australia and China because it's right there on the Pacific coast. We already have completed facilities, again I'm going to show you, and we're building a new current causeway somewhere here. So it will take a while to drop. We're building, or we almost finished building a new pier here, which means that we can cut on the cost of transporting here. That means we'll earn more money from being able to ship it out there near the mine itself. This is the actual open pit. You can see what is in mining. That's the perimeter of the pit from the east. The pit is seen from the bottom. This is where we test the nickel ore to determine the grade. This is the motor pool because it's a large mine and we need to transport people back and forth. Complete. This is the old causeway that we've been using. It's not going to be used anymore this year. And an airstrip because it takes around 9 hours to drive from Metro Manila to Isabela. So usually we fly in these lighter propelled planes. So our last active project is the South Surigao Coal Project, which covers 7,000 hectares. It's got a coal operating contract, which is the equivalent of an MPSA for coal. But again, we've only explored 39 hectares, and we've already drilled 1,000 meters in that area. So drilling has discovered around 2.5 million wet metric tons of sub-bituminous quality coal. Sub-bituminous quality coal is what is used for coal-fired power plants. So what we want to do here eventually, not just mine the coal, but set up a power plant beside the mine. Because as we all know, there's a power crisis in Mindanao, and they need the power. So if you build a power plant beside the mine, you come on the transportation cost, and you provide power to an island that really needs it. Again, that will generate a lot of income for this company. This is the mine pit design, which we've already commissioned. Oriental Vision is planning on building a coal washing facility, which you can see up there on the upper left. Coal washing is important to get rid of the ash content, to make it cleaner, so we don't pollute the air, and to upgrade